Hello, friends. So we are today, the day before the 9 days. We're the beginning of the 3 weeks also. Or more than the beginning, or a week already in. And I wanted to propose you a project. I'm doing my own project, but a project for you to do something about the destruction of the temple. What are you doing to rebuild the temple? What are you going to do during the 9 days or the 3 weeks to make a difference, to really show that you care, and to repair the destruction? We know the Gemara says every year that we don't have the Bet HaMikdash and we have a Tisha B'Av, it's as if we destroyed it that year again. Otherwise, it will be here. So there's still something that we're missing as a Jewish people for the Bet HaMikdash to be rebuilt. So what are we going to do this year to make it happen, to change that, so that this year or later next year we will be in the Bet HaMikdash? So I want to propose to you a project. First of all, there's something very special during that time, because the 3 weeks represents 21 days. It takes 21 days for an egg to hatch, and therefore it's a symbolic of the egg. The egg represents the temple, and it's symbolic of an egg being hatched. So we are the chicks, so to speak, that Hashem is hovering over, protecting, and we want to hatch. We want to give birth to something new, to a new type of life. Some say the Moshe is coming on Tisha B'Av. Some say it's born on Tisha B'Av. So there's something in the spiritual realm that's happening that we can connect to and change. We can do something to connect to that energy and give birth to something new. Same thing, the 9 days. 9 days represents the 9 months of pregnancy, and we can connect to that energy and bring birth to a new Jewish people, a new phase. So the project I want to propose to you is a 9-day project. And if you see that video before Tisha B'Av, I really encourage you to do it. And if you can't, if it's too late, then you can do it after. It's valid the whole year, but I think it's a very special, how we say, a very special action that you can do, and it's practical, and it's going to make a difference. I think for your life, people you make the project with, and for the Jewish people. So the project is like that. You need to create a chabura. You need to create a small group. So you can be a group that you're already in, or a group of people, friends that you feel will connect to that project. The project is like that. For 9 days, you're gonna be with a group of people connected through a WhatsApp group or email. WhatsApp, I think, is the easiest. But you're going to create a group. On that WhatsApp group, you're going to become one. You're going to become echad. That's gematria ahava, the numerical value of love, a symbol of unity, of one. Because that's what destroyed the Bet HaMikdash. We were disconnected. We were not one. We were not united. There was no true love. So that's what you're going to do. You're going to propose that group of friends, of people, together to act as a unit, to act as one person. Keish echad belev echad. Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai had created a group like that. The Ramchal, many others by the Hasidim, the Baal Shem Tov, they created a group, a chabura. So chabura of women or chabura of men. And what you're going to do is, if someone is in a need in that group, you are all going to provide or help with that need. First of all, what I think the best thing to do is you ask everyone in the group what it is that they really need in their life. One thing that everybody is going to pray for. So it can be money, it can be looking for a job, it can be health, it can be something for their kids, anything that person really need. You're gonna choose one thing and you're gonna show it to the whole group, and the whole group during the 9 days is gonna pray for that person to get that thing, if that's good for him. Obviously, you always ask God when you pray that if it's God's will also, because sometimes we ask for things that we really want or think we need, and truly it's not good. And we need more bitachon, that we know Hashem is only going to give us what we need. But we have to make sure we understand we're not pushing for something that's not good for the person. So that person, every person is going to ask for one thing for that everybody's going to pray for during the 9 days. The best to give the name and the name of your father for that. If it's for healing, you can give the name of the mother. Your name and the name of the mother. Okay, so that's the first thing. Like that is at least one thing that everybody prays for that person. Number two, if someone is sick during the 9 days, everybody is going to pray for that person's health. But the person will have to make sure they tell, I'm sick, I need refuah shlema. That's my name and my mother's name. Then if someone is in financial distress or difficulties, everybody is going to chip in, give something, even if it's $2, $3. It's not about the amount. It's about showing the unity that we're all here for each other. And sometimes it's just people should pray for the financial help, that Hashem should send the money that person needs. So it doesn't have to be your old cheap. I think if it's a real financial difficulty, it's good to send something, just on a symbolic level. If the person needs support, or if someone is sick, you can go visit. If it's for some, Bikur Cholim, you can go visit the person, the mitzvah Bikur Cholim. If the person is looking for a book, everybody is going to look for that person for that book. If someone is looking for a job, everybody is what type of job, you have to describe what type of job. Everybody is going to try to find a job for that person. And maybe even make a Shabbaton all together during the 9 days, so that you get to learn about each other, to love each other, spend time with each other. If the group knows each other, everybody can share a little Dvar Torah that you all learn together. And there can be many more things. If the person needs support or help, everybody can come help. If it's carrying something or a move, any more physical help, and like that you get to know each other. You get to, if you know each other in the group, praising each other. It's great. We don't need to have an excuse to honor the person, to honor the person, just giving praise to each other for, if obviously you have to know each other, but praising each other for what you know is good about that person. And sharing, it's something you can share. If you share Dvar Torah, it's great. If you want to share a story or chizuk, giving chizuk during that time is great. Inspiring others. Don't make it too long so that people don't lose you. But words of inspiration, we all need inspiration. And like that, everybody shares something, and you try to stay united. And if you can make a chabura where you say Tehillim together for someone or for each other, but make things together. One, Keish echad belev echad, like one man with one heart, one woman with one heart, and this way you create unity that is going to stay there. Maybe you can continue in the rest of the year, but at least make sure you're part of one chabura, or you make a chabura, because it's not the quantity, it's the quality. If you Hashem is waiting for people, for a perfect community, a role model community, where we're all here for each other. We do things for each other. We love each other. So that's my suggestion. That this way you're gonna feel you're doing something. Feel that you're having an impact and involved in the repair of the Beit HaMikdash. Understand that's what the type of community, the type of people we have to be: loving, connected to each other, be here for each other, united with each other. And I believe that today one of the most important things for redemption, for the Beit HaMikdash, for Moshiach, that each one of us is connected to a group, a chabura, and to really create a true unity, a true love. And this way we change ourselves, we change our behavior, we change the people around us. And I think if everyone is in one of those chabura, in one of those groups, Moshiach will be here, especially if we live that unity. Baruch Adonai L'olam, Amen ve'Amen. Hatzlacha. May we all see the coming of Moshiach and the rebuilding of the Beit HaMikdash this year in Yerushalayim. Hatzlacha.